Peace, everybody. Welcome to Capital of Combat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch.
Rob Jarrell.
And today we're going to give a full recap on this past Saturday's bout for middleweight supremacy between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Triple G Golovkin. If you saw Rob's initial reaction video, we had a good fight. We got some things that we can break down and talk about, and we're going to get right into that. Go ahead and take it away, Rob.
All right, so this was too close to a fight to call, both in prediction and after the fight. But what we got is a great action fight. We saw some great counterpunching and some very underrated defensive maneuvering from Canelo as he stayed away largely from a lot of that power punching that Golovkin is known for.
Right.
But with Golovkin, we got the same old stalking style, tracking him down, never quit attitude that Golovkin has carried with him throughout all 38 bouts and now. And what we got is a difference in styles and about too close to call with a controversial ending from Adelaide Bird with a preposterous 118-110 scorecard.
Yeah, without that scorecard, we're probably talking about an instant classic that everybody wants to see again. So I'm not even gonna, well, we're gonna mention it probably several more times, but
no, we're not. It was dumb. It shouldn't overshadow the fight, but
right, that's what I'm saying. Like, because of the card, it overshadowed the action that we saw in the ring, which was very good from both guys. Now there was a lot more to be desired from both guys as well, because one, like you said, Golovkin did a lot of stalking. He did no cutting off of the ring,
which he used to do.
Right.
And I'll get into that because I think that's more of a mental thing than an actual skill thing.
Yeah, I think it's a skill level thing, because if you've seen him against, his last 3 fights have been against elite competition. His last 3 performances have not been the big scintillating performances that we're used to seeing from him, but they're still effective. That's the sign of someone who may have been overrated by the stands, but is still a good fighter because he's still in there with elite competition. He's showing, hey, I do belong here. All that talk you guys said that I was overrated, not the case. Maybe, some of the people thought I was, walked on water. That's not the case either. But he did solid work in this fight. But there was a lot of times that Canelo Alvarez had him looking really ordinary. And
that upper body movement by Canelo was one of them. The problem with Triple G following him around, he wanted that straight right hand and that right cross. The problem was Canelo had it scouted very well. And I mentioned this in the initial reaction. He would turn and back up. What he should have did was fire back over the top with maybe a left hook.
Right.
To make him a little bit more tentative in throwing that right cross, which Triple G did become a little tentative as the fight wore on, but he really could have punished him either upstairs or downstairs. And Triple G was giving him escape routes. Again, Canelo has had ever improving footwork, but he still doesn't have the fastest feet where you can't trap him, cut off the ring, and make him pay along the ropes. But then Canelo showed some very good body movement along the ropes as well, so I have to give him a lot of kudos for that as well.
Right, and that's what I wanted to get into. If you remember what I said in the preview video, I thought that Golovkin had opportunities when Canelo would do that slide out. He would be able to catch him at that point and maybe, if not, at least catch him off balance, laying some eye-catching shots. He may have done it once or twice. The rest of the time, he was whiffing by feet. I mean, he was missing a lot. And when you see that as a fan and as a judge, you're going to be like, wow, this guy is really not accurate right now. And with him neglecting the body once again, because he did that in the Jacobs fight as well. He didn't go to the body a lot.
Actually, I would hazard to say that they also did a very good job of nulling each other's body attacks.
Yeah, but Canelo was actually a lot more effective when he did go down there.
Right.
There was a lot of punches that did not land cleanly, but they were still on Golovkin's body, whereas when he would throw, he'd throw a hook and Canelo go this way, and you see him widely miss. Whereas when Canelo would throw, you see him land, but you weren't quite sure if it actually hit or not. You're like, well, maybe that hit the glove, maybe, I don't know. So you get a little bit more leeway with that from a contact standpoint. So the first few rounds, well, actually the entire fight, a lot of people were giving Golovkin credit, like he's going forward, he's going forward. To me, it looked like Canelo was doing whatever he wanted to do in there. When he wanted to go to the ropes, he went to the ropes. When he wanted to fight in the center of the ring, he fought in the center of the ring. Now, rounds 6 through about 9 or 10, it wasn't as effective as he was early on and at the end of the fight. But I still think that he was the one controlling where the fight was taking place. And I know a lot of people like to judge fighters who are moving forward, and they think, you know, ring generalship is just moving forward. But I feel that, like, without Golovkin cutting off the ring, he's losing his ring generalship battle. Because Canelo is going to ropes when he felt like it, and like Rob said, Golovkin's giving him those escape routes. He's not taking them away, and Canelo's choosing not to take them. Sometimes he just sit on the ropes, and Golovkin would step back and give him the rope, and Canelo like, no, I'm still here, come on back. He is in control. That is him being the ring general. So I think that carried him in a lot of the rounds, even if his activity wasn't matching with what was going on. Because Golovkin is winning because he's throwing, but at the same time, he's not landing a lot either. So as far as those, especially those middle rounds, even the early and late rounds, there wasn't a lot of accuracy to go on, which is why I had to, like, I would say I watched it 4 times. And the first time I gave it to Canelo, the second time I gave it to Triple G, the other few times I had it even. But as far as like the accuracy, I would have to give it to Canelo. But the activity, I give it to Golovkin. So it really depends on what you like and how you're going to score that fight. What you got?
Yeah, I still gave it to Triple G, but it was an ebb and flow type match. For the first 2 or 3 rounds, I really did give it to Canelo. You could make a case for the 3rd round, but those middle rounds, it seemed like that pressure started to get to Canelo, and that sense of urgency got turned all the way up by Triple G. You could tell in the footwork, you could tell that he was actively taking rest along the ropes where he wanted to be, because we've seen in the fights versus Liam Smith, we've seen in the fights versus Chavez, he can fight off the ropes and he can use that to his advantage. The problem is they're neither the accurate nor power punching that Golovkin is. So he did land very well along those ropes, just not at the clip that you're used to seeing Triple G land at.
Right. And also, neither guy actually affected the other guy.
Yeah, so those punches, you know, those punches by Triple G, other than the Jacobs fight, usually are debilitating. Once you get hit by it, it's like, oh shit, let me not get hit by that again. Damn it, I got hit by it again.
Right, and Canelo was like, that it?
And I saw a monstrous right hand along the ropes that landed probably right about the ear. I was like, wow, he just got blasted. And he shows no effect from it.
Yeah, Canelo's like, come on, buddy, you got some more? That kind of stuff that's not only demoralizing to the opponent, but when you're a judge or a fan, you're like, wow, like this guy's supposed to be like this power punching monster. And Canelo's inviting him in to throw these monstrous punches.
But in contrast, Canelo did land very, very good and several counter right hands to the head of Golovkin. And Golovkin's like, thank you, sir. Can I have another?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like, I said it earlier, like, neither guy put any kind of distressful punching on the other guy. Like, they landed some good hard shots. They landed some nice judge-friendly punches, especially Canelo. Canelo landed a lot of judge-friendly punches. And, but Triple G was like, okay, Now, take my little volley. Now, that's another thing. Like, you see Canelo stringing off combinations. He's bam, 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 bam. Triple G's like, bam, bam, bam. Like, you can kind of like see a difference in their combinations. But I go back to that whole accuracy thing. When you see a guy reeling off a bunch of shots and they're landing in the vicinity, not all clean, maybe some blocked, but then you see another guy, he's throwing his volleys and he's missing. It depends on, you know, what you're looking at. Because like I said, those middle rounds, he was missing a lot, but Canelo never made him pay for missing the way he was missing.
And not only that, but Golovkin, while he did land more punches, you kind of see him, he throws a lot of off-speed. They actually both throw very good off-speed, but Canelo would be more explosive.
Right.
While I don't think he had the physically harder shots. Golovkin, boom, boom, and then next thing you see, a very good jab, and then he might wait for a return fire, then come right back. So Canelo throws those eye-catching shots. Golovkin's like, I'm gonna tap you, hard jab, tap you, either up or downstairs, whether it's a guard or unguarded, and then explode with 1 or 2 punches that was like, oh shit, let me get out the way. So it's a lot to be said between these different styles. It just depends on what you're looking at. Those afternoon punches, or do you like that work rate where you might not have those hard punches, and then it's like that, a hard punch out of nowhere.
Right. So that's why I was perfectly fine with the draw. Like I said, like each time I have a different score, because like, you know, I think so-and-so really did do well that round. You know, now that I look at it, maybe this guy did well that round. And you had a lot of rounds like that, to whereas if you are more inclined to like what Golovkin does, maybe you give him a few more rounds. I don't think you could give either guy more than 8 rounds.
Nothing more than that. Nothing greater than 116, 110,
112.
112, in my opinion.
Right. Same here. Like, I think 7-5 either way is a good score. Draw perfectly good. 8-4 if you're really generous to either guy. Beyond that, you may be giving one guy a little too much credit. So, and you know, that's your prerogative, because like we said, this is a subjective matter, judging fights. We tell you that all the time. Now, it may be a little off base, but that's still your opinion to which you're entitled. So, what's next? Do they do it again? Do they fight somebody in the interim? Who knows?
Now, you kind of have to do it again, because
you definitely have to do it again. The question is it an immediate do it again, or do you fight someone else in the meantime?
This is why I say they do it again right afterwards. Because Danny Jacobs is fighting on the Luis Ortiz, Deontay Wilder undercard.
That's November 4th.
That's November 4th. They're going to give him a solid, but probably not the best opponent, unless he's trying to really look good and be like, look, I'm going to be the top 10 opponent so I can get back on that saddle. But you don't want either one of these guys to take unnecessary punishment or risk losing. And we've seen with Danny Jacobs, he's competitive, if not, has the ability to win versus Triple G. And I think he has the ability to win against Canelo. Yeah. You also have Jermell Charlo, who probably would give these guys, with his height, speed, athleticism, and the fact that he can punch between guard, and he's a much more explosive puncher in his last several fights. You do not put him up against either one of these guys.
Yeah, I think I texted you when I was like watching. I was like, yo, these guys should stay far, far away from Jermell Charlo. That would be a very bad thing. Another thing I want to throw out there before we move on, and I find it really strange. Like, we talked about this in the preview video about backing Triple G up. Anytime Canelo went forward, Triple G's offense went away. That is a big tell right there. Especially for a guy who was supposed to be the smaller guy. He was able to go for it and make Golovkin stop and reset. Like, he never countered Canelo when Canelo started moving forward. Canelo just didn't do it enough. Like, he didn't say, hey, every time I throw a few punches and walk forward, this guy just stops punching. Maybe I should do that some more. But he was just cool, like, you know, come on, brother. Just come on, throw these punches. I'm going to try and counter you. If he went to a more aggressive style, maybe we get a different fight. Maybe Triple G says, hey, this guy's trying to back me up. I'm not going to let it happen. And then he starts throwing punches. But we don't know because Canelo didn't push that issue enough. I think a Charlo would do that. Or Jacobs watching some film and noticing that he might do that because he's much bigger than both of those guys. So I think he might try that. But moving up to 68, don't do it.
No.
So yeah, and the other thing about the rematch is Canelo only fights twice a year. Canelo fights Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day. That's it. So if they do it again, we have to wait, what's that, like 6-7 months from now?
Well, May, no, 8, because you're talking about May, and this is September. You got 3 months left in this year, and that's, about 8 months.
Yeah, so that's a very long time to wait, and Golovkin likes to say active. He might fight 2 more times between that.
And now, once, probably in January.
Right, so who would he fight? Maybe Billy Joe Saunders?
Billy Joe Saunders don't want them problems. He also just fought over the weekend.
He keeps saying he does.
No, he fought over the weekend. He did not look that great. Either one of those guys are taking Billy Joe Saunders out with ease if they fight that Billy Joe Saunders that just fought.
Yeah. I mean, I never really gave him much of a shot to beat them anyway, but his name is out there. That's a name guy that you can get a win off of and keep yourself busy.
And a belt, because he still has the WBO belt.
And if it's Golovkin, he then has all major sanctioned belts, which is crazy because he's still not the lineal champ because it's Canelo. Confusing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything else?
Got nothing else.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We tried to condense this as much as possible. There was a lot to take away, but brothers got things to do. So we got you as much information that we can cram in real quick at once. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Hit us up in the comments section. I know a lot of you guys left your thoughts on the initial reaction video. Now that you've heard a little bit more of what we had to say about the action in the ring, let us know what you thought too. Hit us up on the social media platforms. All those links are right before you hit the comment button. So hit us up and we'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, fight on.
This is round 1 and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire, I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage, keep thinking that it's a game. I kick crime, hurricane, I told them I don't play, I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.